everyone, my name is Christine Lugendo. Welcome to the Duol podcast where we have interesting and diverse conversations. And today we have a guest who is not a stranger. I'm sure you have seen him in one of our videos, and he's going to introduce himself.
Thank you, and hello. My name is Dr. Tano Retired Kefa Odhiambo Makanyengo, but generally known nowadays as Odhi the Villager. Odhi the Villager is an artist, and that is a musician. Also as Kefa, a doctor, of course. I'm a retired military officer, and nowadays I'm a producer of music, on top of many things I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, so he's also going to introduce the topic of today.
Today's topic is related to the music which I'm doing.
Okay.
And is specific to a song. In fact, there are two songs, but today I'm going to focus on one song.
Okay.
This is relating to election violence.
Okay.
That is one. But also focusing on impunity. Impunity.
Okay.
So we are basically going to focus on impunity and also in that same line election violence, because election violence is actually impunity.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that is what we are going to discuss today.
Okay.
Yeah. It's based on a song which I composed after the 2022 general elections.
Okay.
It's called Wadagi.
Wadagi.
Wadagi is a Duol word
Okay.
saying we reject.
We reject.
We reject or we refuse. So the chant is Wadagi to Mekata. Yeah.
Is it the same song I recently heard on your TikTok page? You recently posted, and there's this video of a guy standing in front of a matatu.
Yeah. That is the song, and it was very relevant to that video.
Okay.
Because this guy was actually protesting. He was standing against impunity.
Yeah.
And this it was a video of somebody who was walking on a pedestrian pathway. Okay. And this matatu decides to leave the road and push. And if you notice, there is a wall on one side. So if you look at it, virtually was telling the pedestrians to literally go to hell, if I may use that word. And so this one guy stands up against that, and he says no, he's not moving away.
Yes.
And so the matatu guy was stuck. You could hear another matatu fellow supporting the fellow driver and telling this guy how the mortuary is not full, and the graves are still accepting people, and other people trying to urge him. But there was a lady who was supporting him, and who actually stood up with him and said no. And the truth is, this is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
And this song of Wadagi is actually urging people to do that. And specifically, this song is addressing the youth.
The young people.
The song is focused on the youth.
Okay.
Now, if I may tell the story, I hope it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. I composed this song in 2022 or just after 2022. The first part I did in 2022 after the general elections. That was in August, I think. And I'd lost a first cousin to election violence. He was killed in a school building which was being used as election center, a poll center. And that happened to be just 50 meters away from his home. And what had happened was, after the voting was finished, when you start counting at about 6 o'clock, he left his house, which is just about 50 meters away, to come and see how the counting was being done. And of course, they were all peeping from the windows because they were not election officials. And then suddenly, apparently there was some candidate at some level who was not pleased by the way things were going. So he came along with his gang There was a gang which came and started chasing people away. Now, it so happens that my cousin, he was quite a brave guy.
Okay.
And he asked, everybody was running away, and he asked, why am I running away? What wrong have I done? I'm just watching. And so somebody came and first they were coming with a lot of weapons because there was a spear which was thrown to him. Okay. He missed that, he ducked it. And then the next guy came with a huge stone, threw it. It hit his chest with so much force that it literally crushed his heart. That's what the postmortem showed.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was quite sad for me. But I also felt that even if it was sad to me, this was a message I had to carry to other people.
Okay.
So that is why I composed the song.
Wow, wow.
The song has a lot of subtle messages, but some are very clear. Yeah. I'm talking about this 5-year circle where every 5 years people come along, and after forgetting us for so long, they're politicking elsewhere, doing other things, and suddenly they invade you, and they come with money, they come with all sorts of promises. Okay. Some are not so subtle. Yeah. Some actually use witchcraft. Yes. That is known. You know the impunity in the politics here is that the politicians will come and actually say it in the rally, how they used witchcraft, how they used money, and they'll say, we know your price, something like that. And that is a sad thing because it's so much impunity, and yet a lot of people also accept it. And this is why this video of this guy standing with the matatu was relevant. Because here is somebody who is even telling the pedestrian who was standing up. He's even telling him, at one point they even changed to their mother tongue, their vernacular. So to pass the message that he's wasting his time standing up against this matatu driver who is wrong, and everybody can see it so grossly that he is wrong.
Very uncouth.
Yeah. So that uncouthness with impunity, and you know, impunity is already uncouth, but when it goes to that level, it's just terrible. Yeah. Yeah. So that is the message I'm passing in this song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so maybe you have posted the song on any other platform?
Yeah, it's been on my YouTube platform and the other platforms. Yeah. It's on Spotify and the others. Yeah, it's been there. There are two versions actually. One is just the audio. Okay. I mean, what do you call it? These people know the technical terms.
Which one?
I'm a bit old now. When you only post a video without the lyrics, it's just a picture. I think it has a name. You can look for that. Okay. Our time, we just used to post one song and that was it. Yeah. And you send it to the shops. But anyway, now I've done a video, like a movie video. Okay. And I'm intending, because I've been asked that I should also do a lyrical video, where now I just put the lyrics for people who want to understand the words. So I'm soon also releasing a lyrical video to just so that people who don't understand the Duol language, because I did it in Duol fully. Yeah, but there's a video.
That would be nice.
There's a video which graphically points out all that. You can actually see the message by just watching the video. But a lot of people have told me that it may also be good to put a lyrical video so that people can relate with the words exactly. Okay. Yeah. So it is on the social media platforms. Okay. Yeah.
So apart from now passing the message to the youth, what else did you want us to see from this song?
The passing to the youth is not even apart from. It's actually the core message. Okay. But I'll also talk of other angles I'm looking at. Okay. Because, you see, the sad thing is, the impunity which is passed around, especially when you talk about election violence, it is the tool which they use is the youth.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the youth. And in this song, you actually get a part, the third part, where the first part, it's in 3 verses. The first verse is the father pleading
Yes.
with his son, to explaining to him about this 5-year cycle and how he should avoid. The second part is the father appealing to the son to look at the home. Despite what he wants to do, he should look at the home and the family and the siblings, and also just ask why this person is throwing so much money at him. And that is what happens.
Yeah.
We are going to that time when suddenly there'll be money which is awash.
Yes.
People you don't know will come to your home and give you thousands. And the question I'm asking, is this money, first, is it legit? 2, is it safe? Because we know when somebody just throws something like that to you, and we know wealth is something protected.
Yeah.
Wealth is something valued. So when somebody takes wealth and just throws, what is the real implication? And when somebody comes after 5 years, they've disappeared, then 5 years they come and they throw so much wealth, or what you think is so much to you. What is the real reason behind it? Because this person is not trying to help you.
Yeah.
If they were trying to help you, they would have been consistent all along. But then suddenly somebody comes and throws so much. Then the third verse is now from the youth perspective. So this young man suddenly realizes, and so he's saying, oh my, this man is cheating me, and is so healthy. You know, our parameters for wealth in this country is how, for example, obese you are. So this young man is now saying, oh my, this man is cheating me, and his belly is so big, much bigger than his wife when she's expecting. And this man cheats me, and his children go for shopping abroad. So in Luo, it comes out as sopping maju.
Sopping maju.
So he's going sopping maju.
Okay.
Or he's going for ngolo. Ngolo is dancing. Maju. Okay. So one child goes for sopping maju, another one goes for ngolo, or dancing maju. And yet here I am breaking people's legs for him. And here I am sometimes even killing people secretly. And when I do that, all that curse lands on me individually. It doesn't go to them because I'm the one who shed blood. So in that last verse, the son realizes that, and is lamenting, and he's saying, oh, I've realized suddenly that all this was transactional. I was just being used for a purpose. I was useless. There's nothing about me here. It's just there's something which was being achieved through me. So that money which I was being given was actually truly transactional to buy me and to buy my soul. So in the last verse, the young man actually says, no, we will refuse, we have to refuse.
Okay.
Yeah, but in the video actually it comes out, because it comes out as the young man ultimately is murdered when so the people against him actually start attack him and kill him. Okay. But that is how the movie, we decided to do the script. You know, sometimes when you do scripts, you know, for a song, you don't want to go word for word. I'm sure you've read books, novels, and movies based on novels. You don't have to follow exactly
what
how. It's called artistic latitude. You are allowed to move a little bit so that you bring your story more graphically. So that's what we did in the movie.
That's nice. It's actually, I don't know how to describe it, because as a youth right now, this is a message that you are passing to us now. And with this generation, I'm just wondering if we will heed to this message, we will actually listen to it, because now we are heading to the elections, and people are just waiting for the campaigns to start doing the campaigns and taking money from these politicians. So I don't know how.
You see how it works, because In my life, I've actually seen all the elections which have been done in this country.
Okay.
From the one which prepared this country's independence in 1962, I was a very young boy, to the first one, the first election we have. You know, the 1962 is the one which heralded independence. So we didn't have any election in 63 or 64. Then we had the next one in 69. Then we had the next one in 74.
Yeah.
And then 79. And then 83. And then 88. And then 92. That was when we had a return to multipartyism. And then 98. And then 2002. Then 2007, which was a terrible election. It had the worst violence. And then 2000 and after 2007 we had 2013, I think, because there was a delay. Then we had a new election. Then 2017, I think, if I'm not wrong. No, 2018. We had it in 2018, and then we had the next one in 2022. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are going for the next one, 2027. I've seen them all. And 69, there wasn't any violence. Seriously, there was not much violence. 74, there wasn't.
So you mean there is an election that there was no violence at all?
79, there wasn't.
Because I wasn't born, so.
79, there wasn't any violence.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, one would have expected violence, but there wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the year Tom Mboya died. Okay. Then 74, there wasn't violence. But 74 is the first election where I saw use of money, where people are actually distributing cash. But it was, I think, in Nyanza, it was only in one or two constituencies.
Okay.
And elsewhere, there might have been they were very sporadic. But that was the first election where it was reported that people used money.
Okay.
Then we come to 79. 79 was a transitional election. That was the first time we had an election after Kenyatta died.
Okay.
So there were actually two of them. There was a presidential election which was done in 78 because Kenyatta died, and 3 months after the death there had to be an election. And then in 79 now there was the anticipated general election where now presidential plus other parliamentary and county elections. That time they were called district, the county council elections for councillors. There are people who are called councillors. Yeah, the equivalent of what we are now calling MCAs. That they had less power than the MCAs. Then 83 we didn't have much violence. 88 there wasn't violence, but one would say there was like state bullying. I would say it because the Mlolongo, it was called the Mlolongo elections.
Yeah.
Okay. You've heard of Mlolongo elections.
Yes.
Mlolongo was very interesting. Where
is that where the name came from? There's an area called Mlolongo.
Yeah. Almost related. Okay. By that time, the name had come into our vocabulary.
Okay.
But the first time the name came into our vocabulary, the rest of Kenya, I think it was known in the coast, but the rest of Kenya, Mlolongo came into our vocabulary because of the election. Mlolongo, of course, is making a queue. It's a queue. It's a line, a chain of things following each other. So in 1988, the KANU came up with this bright, quote-unquote, idea that we had what was called, they were calling it open air democracy.
Okay.
Open air meaning there was no secret ballot. So people would go into a field and then once they go to the field, then they decide The election setup is that now you are in the field. Ebuji pangeni line hapa. This is the candidate who you are going to follow, and in every center they will have photos of those candidates. But at certain points, that candidate actually stands there. So now you have your poster in all these centers, and people line. And why do I say state impunity there? Kanu, some places they decided to rig. So if, for example, it is now Christine against Odi, then at a point when they think now Christine should be the one to win, then after people have queued, and I'm the popular one, there are 200 people behind you, and there are 20 behind you.
What?
Just at the time of counting, which was always midday, they decide to change the posters.
What?
And that will be throughout the constituency. So you have your 20, and my poster is now where you are, and the police now say, Tulia, nobody moves. So then the returning officer starts counting, and counts mine as yours, because your poster now is here, and mine are yours.
What? Wow, yours, those were interesting times. And so we have more coming. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned.
Lona jaode kayach lo nakanyitide fuyo kidege kadiso pi maju.
Hello people, welcome back. We are having a very interesting conversation on impunity and election violence with Daktari here, and maybe he can continue with where he stopped about the Mlolongo thing. Yeah, maybe you can continue and tell us now about this Mlolongo.
Yeah, so that was now Mlolongo. So in my opinion, that is probably the first election where the preamble to violence was set, the initial seed. Because what used to happen in some areas, you'd get that people would refuse to toe that line. So when the posters would be exchanged, so like I told you, the posters would be like, you are more popular than me, for example, and I have many people. I mean, I have few people behind me, but the system wants me, let's say. Okay? So you have scored your 200 or so people behind you, and then I have my 20. And then just 2 minutes to midday, because that was the counting time, the posters are changed. And then my poster is in your queue, and then yours are in mine. So of course now, because my poster is in yours, it means I will be counted as the person who is being voted for by the 200. Okay? Remember, the guys at the end don't know what is happening. But the ones who are nearby are being threatened to Leah. And that was how that rigging was done. And unfortunately, in some areas, people refused to relent. They refused to accept. And so that is how, in my memory, that's one of the first times we would get violence, even in election points. But it wasn't widespread. Then the 92 election is the one which now heralded election violence way before elections. There was something which was started which were called tribal clashes. And they were focused. The story which we were being told was that in certain areas, some people did not want others in those areas.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that trend set up a system where now you could start attacking people even before election date for whatever reasons. So people started marking each other like either you don't belong to this clan, and it went that low. So people started attacking people because they don't belong to certain families. This family should not be settled here. This clan should not be settled here.
Okay.
Suddenly people became outsiders, and that kind of story. And so many other reasons came up. Some was just outright violence for no reason. But if you look at it, maybe, and I may probably not go into the details of the others because it has become like clockwork.
Yeah.
Almost every 5 years, there will be an excuse or another for election violence for one part of a country or another, one constituency, one ward or something. So, unfortunately, this has become like part of our election ecosystem.
Yeah.
Now, one may ask, why? And certain things tend to perpetuate themselves. If people are born, and that is what they grow up and they start seeing, it is normalized. You know, when you normalize something, even if it is grotesque, even if it is very ugly, when you normalize it, it becomes okay.
Yeah.
The sad thing in this country is we have actually normalized election violence. We've actually normalized impunity. So, in fact, the worst thing is, I heard it the other day when some youth were having a discussion and then they were disagreeing, and one decided to do something with impunity.
Okay.
And then he asked, Utadu? I didn't know the meaning of that word. That is when I learned that Utadu means what can you do?
Yes.
And that is the height of impunity. That video which you recently saw about the driver,
Okay.
it was an Utadu scenario.
Utadu.
Because he was getting in. Yes, he can see this is the only path these pedestrians can pass, but Utadu. And I think this country, we need to have a conversation about ethics. We need to have serious conversation about ethics. Because impunity is just lack of ethics. And it's widespread.
Yeah.
It's widespread. This is one country, and I believe there are others. I've traveled quite a bit in many countries in the world. And most of the countries you hear are doing very well. There is something called ethics. I think that is what we are missing. And we are missing it at all levels. You know, it's popular maybe pointing at one or two leaders and then say, this is doing that. But problem with ethics is we are doing it from bottom and from the up. It's from the sides, it's all the ways. If you drew like, in fact, it's like a spokes and hub. We are not responsible for how we behave.
Yeah.
And as a people, you cannot go far. There are areas where you see ethics at work. Look at our athletes, for example. Okay? These are very disciplined people. And you can see the results.
Yeah.
And occasionally you see when they forget the ethics. And you've seen how times we have missed on medals. Like you've had this athlete was caught taking drugs.
Yeah.
But because the ecosystem in which they survive, the athletic ecosystem, for example, is so tight on observance of ethics, they end up following ethics and it becomes part of their lives. Because they know if you miss that etiquette of behaving well and not taking drugs, okay, enhancing drugs, what will happen? You will stand to lose millions of shillings. Okay? So one thing with ethics is that there has to be accountability. Okay?
Yeah.
Ethics has to have accountability. I once lived in a European country,
Okay.
Germany to be specific. And I actually saw somebody who crossed the road at the wrong, not at the wrong place, it was at the correct place, but they crossed at the wrong time when the lights were not yet green.
Okay.
Another person picked up and starts following that person while calling the police.
Oh.
There has to be accountability for wrongdoing, for breaking the law. And this person followed until the police arrived, and the police are very responsive to that, and arrived and arrest that person and charge them on the spot. That is what is called ethics. Ethics has to have a mechanism for following. Here, for example, one of the reasons why we lose so many people, for example, on the roads, is because of that. We've lost etiquette, we've lost our ethics. A driver fixes. In fact, it's your vehicle you bought. You bought a matatu, you want to drive it, you yourself is driving it, and you are driving it, and then you fix a speed governor, and then you switch it off. And when it speeds, then suddenly you start blaming your relatives who have bewitched you.
That's a Kenyan habit.
Yes. And we shouldn't normalize it and say it's a Kenyan habit. It's a criminal habit. Unless you're saying Kenyans, we are criminals, then I would agree with you. That is a criminal habit. It is something we should criminalize. We should make it illegal. We should shun it. We should not embrace anybody who does that.
Yeah.
And that goes also to violence. Okay? But people must also know that election violence is also a tool. It's actually a strategic tool to some candidates who know that they are a bit weak.
Yeah.
So, to intimidate the other side, they use violence so that they can intimidate. You see, I said it's a strategic tool. People use it, for example, to prevent others from going to polls. Because when you create fear, nobody wants to go to the polls.
Yeah, true.
And then you mobilize your people with the assurance that you will protect them, even if they go.
Yeah.
And you focus. So everybody knows that this violence is so well focused that it is only targeted to so-and-so and so-and-so supporters. And so this group can go. So it's used a lot of the times as a strategic tool. Sometimes one might say violence is spontaneous, but that is not very true. Because violence only gets spontaneous when there is a provocation.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time that provocation might also be strategic. You may also provoke somebody so that you make sure that they do not attend, because you know that when you provoke them, ABC will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is my, like what I would call like a very short synopsis of what election violence
Very
is.
important information.
Yeah. But a lot of the times I think youth should learn that it is imperative, it's very important for them to embrace ethics.
Okay.
Yeah. In the long term, they have a nation to build. A lot of us, in the next maybe 5, 10, 20, 15 years, we may not be there.
Yeah.
But your generation, we are still looking at another 60 probably years or so. Yeah. And if you mess up 60 years of your life because we instigated it, we provoked such a bad crisis, what will your 60 years be? And that is what the youth should be asking themselves. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, so there's some people who are asking questions.
Okay.
We have like 2 questions.
Yes.
Number 1, why do some Kenyans allow themselves to be cheated by politicians who end up remaining friends, yet people have died?
They may not allow, in the true sense of allow, but a lot of the times people find themselves fixed into that narrative without knowing.
Okay.
Because in Kenya, we tend to look at politics from, can I say, nepotistic point of view. You know, a brother or clan or tribe or group. And we tend to go even at the level of family, where we think this clan versus that clan. And so we think ours versus theirs. And once you said ours, you start now protecting what you think is ours. And sometimes you protect it with so much vigor that you don't realize you're actually getting to the violent stage.
Yeah.
That is one. Some, like I said, are intentional. They are actually planned. That we want to do this violence because it will create an environment in which ABCD can be done. Okay? And so people should, number 1, avoid situations where you'll be provoked or be used as tools. But also at the same time, you should also stand against impunity and violence and be able to say no. Be able to say wadage. Tumekata.
Tumekata.
Yes.
Yeah, and another question. Now, you as a Kenyan, you have seen a lot. Yeah. What advice would you give Kenyans and politicians?
Can we start with politicians?
Yes.
The respect you have as a politician is based on what you've built, based on where you come from. Whether it is in the village, whether it is in the ward, whether it is at the county or even at the national level. That image impacts a lot on how people see you and how people receive you, and perceive you and respect you. Okay? The image which gets out as Kenya being a violent nation will catch up with you as a politician. And it catches up with not just politicians, everybody. Like I said, I've traveled out in many places. Once I went to China, and of course we were a group of us, about 4 people. And we got into a hotel in a lift. And then some Chinese came in, and they were young. They were very excited just seeing us, of course. That was quite some time ago, about 20-something years ago. And when they saw us, the first thing they asked, they knew a little English, so they asked, where from? And one of us said, Kenya. And the next thing, one of the younger ones asked, Kenya. And then they started doing like that, like somebody jogging. And then you said, yes, Kenya. And they hugged us. Say, Kenya beat everybody. Beat USA, Kenya beat, like they were projecting what they have seen of us even into them and owning, because it was beautiful. But if you go out and the projection is everybody showing you violent, people fighting, it doesn't matter who you are, right from the top to the bottom. When somebody else sees you as such, they will project that. And instead of approaching you like those Chinese did and hugged us, they will actually reject you. And if need be, they will profile you. And they may even lead to your arrest if they have the powers. So I'm just asking our fellow Kenyans from all levels, and irrespective of the job you are doing, irrespective of your placement in society, that whatever happens in this country which is carried out and shown to the world, that is how the rest of the world will perceive you, and that is how they'll receive you. Yeah.
Wow. That is so much. I have like so much to carry with me today.
Thank you.
And I believe people need to hear this, especially as the young people.
Yeah.
For me, I think I'll have to reorganize myself again. Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing. Maybe just a parting shot, even as we come to the end of our podcast today.
Thank you. The parting shot is that you are not too little to have an impact. I don't want to go into Wangari Maathai's story of the bird, the little bird with the water, drop of water in the forest fire. But whatever little you can do to contain this evil and this ghost called election violence and impunity, please do it. You don't have to be in a particular office, but if you have a chance to say no to that impunity, if you have a chance to foster etiquette and ethics, please do it. You are not too small to make a change. Thank you.
Wow, that is amazing. We leave you with this message. You are not too little to make a difference. And now we have come to the end of our live podcast today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. See you next time. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.